Hello, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Guys, if you are a new subscriber, welcome. Returning subscribers, welcome back. In this upload, I am going to show you the vicious lie that was told on Kartel by Peter Bunting and Golding. And for those of you who are coming to my channel for the first time, I must let you know that on this channel, I do not advocate for nor against Vybez Kartel. However, I feel that it's important for Jamaicans to see the type of security minister and justice minister Bunting and Golding were during their time under the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Before I show you the video, guys, bear in mind that Vybez Kartel was accused and put on trial for homicide, not scamming. In fact, Vybez Kartel was never accused of scamming. In Jamaica, we have a free society where people are free to exercise their art in music. Vybez Kartel's song about scamming was used to criminalize him, not just in Jamaica, but in the diaspora, as he had a case before the court. Basically a smear campaign. Have a listen, guys.
So on the prevention side, we're trying to tackle a lot of what I spoke to earlier as the dysfunctional elements in the culture or the subculture of violence that has sprung. One of those dysfunctional elements is we have tended to legitimize criminal gangs and criminal behavior. For example, coming back to scamming, which is one of my favorite things, when I became minister, a lot of people would say to me, why you don't leave the scamming alone? It's reparations for slavery. There are no victims. It doesn't do anything. Well, obviously, you know, those people have their heads buried in the sand. I mean, it's really hammering our reputation internationally. It's feeding, we estimate, 40 to 50% of the violent crime, murders, shootings, rapes, assaults in St. James, which is the parish, which is the sort of center of the lottery scam operations. But I'm going to play for you some clips if we don't have any technical difficulties. The first clip I'm going to play for you is a song by Vybez Kartel. They're starting to be literally brainwashed from their 5, 6, 7 coming up. Again, for those of you who may not know, this is Vybez Kartel. He's currently a guest of mine in the correctional services. And that's Gaza Slip, who's also a particular child.
Primarily, he had offered the ambassador, and he, you know, very kindly arranged through the consulate here to have a meeting with the Jamaican diaspora to give them an update on things that are happening in Jamaica, primarily about national security and justice, but also to deal with broader developments with the economy, the IMF agreement, etc. Well, we have to be very careful that we don't allow criminals and criminal behavior to become legitimized, and for criminal behavior to be accepted or at least tolerated by the broader Jamaican society. So this is why we've taken on the, in a sense, resocialization, the reversal of those negative, dysfunctional elements of our culture that has, in a way, facilitated criminals in their activities in recent years. And we're tackling that frontally, raising people's awareness. And we have quite an extensive communication program in that regard. Well, what's up to the Jamaican diaspora in New York City and in the broader state? Those persons who work in the NGO community, those of us who are in political service, all to try and make an impact.
Until then, however, the minister told the gathering that based on the numbers, it could be perceived that the crime beast is winning. His voice broke during the declaration. He tried hard to control his emotions.
I'm not embarrassed to say that right now, as Minister of National Security, I'm going through a kind of a dark night of the soul.
So as you know, Peter Bunting was beaten, after all, by his former leader, Dr. Peter Phillips, when he challenged him. Bunting was also beaten by Rhoda Crawford, a very young first-time member of parliament. She defeated him by around 2,000 votes. Guys, this video basically sums up Peter Bunting as a politician and as a failed politician. The first clip that you saw of Vybez Kartel and how he used Vybez Kartel and ran a smear campaign on him as somebody who perpetuated scamming in the society. He did that in 2013 when Kartel was not even convicted as yet. So that would have corrupted people's minds or biased people's minds against Kartel. Then you saw how he cried before the nation that he could not fix crime. In fact, a song was done about his crying by Queen Ifrica. It says, "Don't cry, Mr. Bunting. You can go on YouTube or Google that." So here he is after losing his seat and after having a disaster of a political career. He is back. He's in the Senate. He's chastising the government as if he's a better politician or a better representative of the people, when in fact he was just voted out. But because Mark Golding is his best friend, they went to high school together, he was rewarded with a seat in the Senate even after his many political defeats. I think we can fairly say that Peter Bunting is the biggest political loser in the history of Jamaica, from the way that he performed in the security ministry, how he dealt with crime, crying before the nation, saying that he's incompetent basically and he can't do the job, and refused to step down when the nation asked him to do so. I find it amazing that he could stand in the Senate and chastise people for not doing good or not doing good enough when he was just voted out by his constituency and he was rejected to lead the People's National Party, and he did a terrible job as a minister of national security and basically launched a smear campaign assault on a Jamaican citizen as he was failing in his ministry to protect Jamaican citizens. Everyone figured him out. Bunting is a known character assassin. Even the former U.S. ambassador Donald Tapia told Jamaica and the world that Bunting was a character assassin who caused the visas of politicians and others to be revoked in Jamaica. This information was reported to the U.S. State Department, and it was also reported to over 50 senators in Washington, D.C. As security minister, Bunting was robbed in Portland, allegedly by a male companion of his, at a hotel where he was staying. It is also alleged that last September, Bunting's son, 10-year-old, was molested at his house, allegedly by another male companion of Bunting as he slept. Bunting did not report the matter to the Child Protective Agency. The child's mother, who was in New York at the time, came to Jamaica and reported the incident. This pretty much sums up Peter Bunting's political career. You are tuned into Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Keep it locked here for all your political news, reviews, and updates. Make sure you are subscribed. you have your notification on, and you are inviting your friends to this channel. Make sure also that you tune in to our nightly broadcast Monday through Fridays at 7 p.m. See you in the next video.